Hi, if you're having trouble backing a trailer with surge brakes, I'd like to show you something that may help if you get yourself into a bind. If you notice on this particular Dexter coupler here, when you stop, the pressure of the boat pushing against the vehicle will slide this pin back, and that will actuate the brakes by compressing the master cylinder. In order to back up, that's the same thing, so you can't back up unless you bypass the master cylinder. On your vehicle, this is the vehicle side, you got 4 females and 1 male. The male is ground. The blue wire here, the very outside one, that blue wire there is the solenoid bypass. So when you put your vehicle in reverse, the solenoid will, the power will energize that last blade there, and that will energize this blade here, and this blade here is the one that when energized will bypass the brake so you can back up. So this is a normal way to plug in. If there's something wrong with the vehicle and the solenoid is still working in the trailer, but you still can't back up, then one thing you can do is you can turn on your parking lights, flip this over so that the blue wire is next to the ground plug on the trailer, and plug it in backwards. Once you plug it in backwards, you will have the ground wire on both sides disconnected. Hopefully you'll get a good ground through your vehicle, and then turn on your parking lights or your headlights, and that brown wire supplies the power to the outer pin, which should bypass the brake solenoid. Just remember that you must turn this back around before you leave the boat landing or before you take off down the highway. This is only in order to be able to back up in an emergency situation. The other idea is to mechanically bypass. You can mechanically bypass in this particular type coupler by pulling the coupler all the way forward with the vehicle, so that the pin is in the forward part of the coupler, and then you need to put a piece that fits in here. Now they make a piece that you can order online. We actually have them in the store as well, that will suffice for that. That would keep this from pushing back, but in case of an emergency, you could get an appropriate size socket that fits that curvature, and hold the socket, tape the socket in there so that you can back up. Or I've also done it with a nickel. You can jam a nickel in there if you have a nickel and a hammer. The nickel's a little bit larger, but you can jam a nickel in there with a hammer. You just must, you absolutely must remove anything you stick in there before you travel with the trailer, because that will totally deactivate the brakes. So hope this helps.